Hello everybody, welcome back to some Fallout 4. Picking up where we left off, we are going to go to Hardware Town, and I got another quest, and we're going to get the signed baseball card in that. But the first thing I wanted to do, because I realized that at no point did I actually show it after I bought it, is we bought home base, or home plate I think is what it's called. And I never actually showed you guys what it looked like. So I figured that to start out with, at least, I'd show you what that is, assuming that I can fucking find the entrance to it. I mean, we found it once before, and then I forgot where it was. Because it should be that marker there. Oh, it's right next to the store. Okay. So anyway, this is home plate. It is a place that you can enter build mode and do stuff in. It's pretty big. It is a nice little house. I never really do anything with it. Whether or not we'll actually build up this place or not, I don't know. We might come in here and, clean it up and decorate it a little bit. I'm not sure if you can... I'm not entirely sure, anyway, whether or not you can get a supply line to here. Because obviously without a supply line, that means that I'm going to have to bring whatever I want to put in here, including any building materials for stuff. And if that's the case, I'll probably just do it off camera and show you the results. But anyway, that's home plate. I'm also really dumb. Because, I mean, like, it's called home plate because it's, like, right here, you know? But anyway, like I said, we'll do Hardware Town. Because that one is to get green paint, and then we'll head for the guy painting the wall. And then, because there's only one location in between, where there's like a huge open area. But yeah, there's one location in between Hardware Town and where the signed baseball cards are. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem to get in. What the hell location is that? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Who does?
Somebody please help! She's hurt! Hurry! She's in here! Please help!
Okay, I need to get around to you, though. I mean, considering that he already told us that raiders were here, I have a feeling that this isn't legit. I also didn't see her, but I'm going to assume that it was somebody right outside here, because she stopped talking, and I don't see anyone, so yeah. This is very clearly going to be a trap, but, the best way to trigger, or the best way to defeat a trap is to trigger it. Yeah, this looks legit.
Blue, I don't like this.
Hey! I told you to bring them in through the basement! Shut up! They're headed this way now. Be ready. What's taking so long? I don't know. Maybe you should go check it out.
You don't think I will?
Tired of sitting on my ass anyway. What's the point of hiding back here? Think you can hide?
Who's hiding? You're the one who's supposed to be tricking me.
Time's up. Need to cover
Gonna
fire over
dance?
here.
Let's dance. Guess this is it for you.
By demo.
Why don't you just die?
Why don't you just die? Because I don't want to. Duh.
Disappearing act. Huh?
Yeah, I really disappeared. And that would be the one that tried to pull us in here. Alright. That would have been a really cool interaction if we hadn't been sent here because raiders had taken it over. You know, like, it's one of those things where if we had wound up here, for whatever reason, some other way, that would have been great. It's like, ah, cool, we got like a bonus quest or something, right? But then it's like, you know, it kind of loses its,
Well, if anyone could figure out a good use for it.
the weed whacker. Blowtorch glue. So she was supposed to bring us in through the basement, eh? Don't know why. Good God, there's a lot down here. It's a significantly larger basement than I feel a hardware store should have. I mean, granted, underneath Boston is full of tunnels and shit, so... Yeah, why the hell would you bring me in through the basement? Clearly I'm not going to trust you if this is what I walk into. Also, I don't see, like, a way that she could have brought us in through the basement. Like, there's no entrance. Like, there wasn't a door down there or anything. I mean, she could have brought us in through this door, I guess. But, I mean, that's not
Good luck finding anything in here.
through the basement. So, yeah, that's a weird interaction. We were told you to bring her in through the basement. There's no door down there, but yeah, bring them in through there. Oh wow, look at all the paint. Oh, I can make green paint. Need blue paint and yellow paint to make green. Well, that makes sense. Okay, can I get...
Bingo.
Oh, can I mix more? I can. Okay, now that should be... Yeah, I was going to say that should be all of my paint, but there is another can of blue there if I come across another can of yellow. Hello. Gwinnett Stout, some wine. Stealth Boy. I'll take the cooking oil because I don't know whether or not I'll remember that all that crap is back there. Alright, what did you have on you? Nothing too good. Although it would be funny, like, rolling up to that, hey, help, my friend, she's hurt, and then you just blow her away. It's like, alright. That would be obviously like a very cruel thing to do, on the off chance that, you know, she actually had a friend who was hurt. Could you imagine doing that? It's like, fucking raiders think they can trick me. So, like, then you get into the building and there's, like, actually somebody injured there, and it's like, my friend went to get help, but she hasn't returned yet. And it's like, a mahogany baseball bat. the baseball bats, it specifies mahogany. That doesn't really mean a whole lot. If you have a baseball bat, you can take it to a workbench and make it, I think, any type of wood there is. And but I do believe that if you want max damage, metal is the way to go. Unsurprisingly. I'm not sure if there's like some kind of offset where it like swings slower or something. I don't know. But some vodka, another stim pack, some more ammo. Yeah, good setup up here. I mean, now granted, that one fell. The one that was up here fell down, but you know, assuming they hadn't. Yeah. Not seen anything that looks like it's worth it to try and jump across to those. I haven't come across any other yellow paint yet. It was blue that we had, right? Yeah. It's blue that's over there. Got hardware town storage key, picket fences, high-tech light, eh? Oh, that's interesting. Not a magazine that I get very often. So I'm not actually entirely sure what that one does. Well, I mean, obviously it lets you build high-tech light, but what that means I don't particularly know. Well, I see that they buy their beer at, or their moonshine at Diamond City. Or at least, you know, they've taken it from people who do, I guess. Could also be just as likely. Oh, good. I was hoping that the storage was in here, not somewhere else.
That's in better shape than I expected.
Master lock. Oh my god. What's the point of having the key if it doesn't unlock the safe in the storage?
Nice.
Man, really not worth the really not worth the master lock on that thing, not gonna lie. Alright. Down here. Oh, maybe this is where she was supposed to bring us through? Because that's the door I tried to climb through. No, this... I mean... Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, that's that, and I don't see any other paint or anything in here. So it looks like however... I don't even know if making more green paint made a difference. I mean, I don't know if he'll buy more from us or not, and I don't think that there's a way to even find green paint anywhere. Like, the only paint cans I ever remember that like come to mind are yellow and blue. I can't really say that I've ever came across just green paint. But anyway, we'll go and grab the baseball cards and that. Like I said, there's only one location. Oh, so that's where she was supposed to bring us through. Wait, where the fuck is this door? Oh, I really just missed the stairs entirely? Yeah, I really did. I missed these stairs entirely. Alright then. Alright. Let's see. Okay, I got that. That. Alright. Onwards.
You see what the?
That was weird.
Nothing there now. I was out doing my rounds. What about him? Well, Becca pulled him into the front of the store, and everything seemed fine, right? He must have got spooked or something, because he suddenly starts throwing grenades everywhere. What? What'd you guys do? That's the thing. It turns out they weren't grenades at all. They were just rocks. He was making the sounds with his mouth. Pins being pulled, the whole 9 yards. Fucking nuts. Did you guys take him out? No, we just stood there. We couldn't believe what we were seeing. After he threw about a half a dozen rocks near the back of the store, he started making machine gun noises and backing toward the door. Once he got outside, it sounded like he pretended to get on a motorcycle, which of course didn't start right away. Then he took off toward the freeway at what sounded like full throttle, shifting gears and everything.
That's insane. How does someone like that survive out here at all?
I don't know. There's some lunatics out there, though. What do you think?
I don't know. Jumping in shadows.
Yeah, you're probably right. Gotta cut down on
All right.
the Jedi.
So yeah, that
Talking crazy.
there is a funny fucking story. But yeah, as you heard there's somebody going around making fucking, like, attacking, in heavy quotes, raiders and that, and like making fucking noises with his mouth instead of actually using weapons in that. I fucking love that story every time that I hear the raiders tell it. It's a random conversation. It doesn't have to happen here. I do believe that any raiders that can trigger a conversation with each other can have that conversation. There's no quest related to it. You can't find that guy anywhere, as far as I know. I do believe that there is another reference to him somewhere, but I don't remember what it was. If you watch, I don't remember. I want to say the Epic Nate 315, maybe, I don't know. I'm sure if you type in the Epic Nate and Fallout, you'll find it. It's like Little Things or something. He does a lot of videos in like Skyrim and Fallout. There's one of them. If you don't like his videos, you're not gonna like that I'm suggesting this, because he has like at least 100 videos that are like 10 tiny details that you may have missed or something, right? And I do believe that it's buried in one of those videos. That he talks about it, and it gives that story, and then it does give the it does also give the other thing that does it. All right, where is? Yeah, there you go. You no longer take radiation damage from swimming and can breathe underwater. Since we're about to go into here, I'm going to take that. Now, the other one is you become totally undetectable while submerged, which isn't all that useful, mainly because of the amount of water that's in the game. There is so few instances where ducking under the water is possible, let alone useful. Okay, so here's the sign catcher's mitt. There isn't a huge amount in this place outside of these things. There is there's an empty paint can. There is another. There is another magazine here. What? Oh.
You think we're safe now?
Well, no, because it shows that there's something else here. I have a feeling that something.
Let's
Yeah.
get this over with, shall we?
Yeah, a baby fell through the ground. One of the baby mirelurks fell through the ground. But yeah, there's another, maybe one of the comics here. And that's it. It's just these three things in the comics. Like I said, I would recommend getting the Aqua Boy or Aqua Girl, depending on what your gender you're playing as, that perk, because while the second part of it isn't all that useful, because like I said, there's very few instances where you can go under the water, and there's even fewer where it's all that useful. But the first perk, where you don't take or you don't take damage from swimming in the water, and you can breathe underwater. The breathing underwater part, once again, not all that useful. There isn't a whole lot of going underwater in this. There's the signed baseball. But there is a significant amount of water in the game that you end up, or that you can end up walking through in that. So the first perk, or the first level of the perk, is at least useful.
What a waste.
Wow, that's pretty good from a distance to one-shot it. 50 caliber ammo. There's our unstoppables. Permanently gain 1% chance of avoiding all damage from an attack. Obviously not the best perk. 1% chance to avoid damage, you know. Woohoo, right? Alright, now. We also need a mutated fern and a bloatfly gland. And I'm going... Before we... Oh, go away. I don't know who you are, and I'm not going to answer it because you don't leave a message. So we're going to pop back to Sanctuary, because at the very least, I think I have a bloatfly gland here. I'm not sure if I got the mutated fern or not. Let's see. Did I put it in this, though? No. Blood can, blood radius, blood bug. Okay, and mutated fern I wouldn't have bothered, because I do believe a mutated fern. Okay, I also don't have it there. Would have went under either miscellaneous or aid. Bloatfly meat. Mutated fern. Oh, I didn't get a mutated fern anywhere. I thought I had one, but obviously not. Hey, it's Carla!
Huh?
I don't think we've actually had her here yet. Oh, and it looks like we actually got another guy here. Who decided to show up? Hey, it's Larry?
At least it's honest.
Lucas.
Let me know if you want something.
So yeah, I did build the trade depots there. I think I showed that. And we also got... Oh, that's just a prisoner. Alright. So I don't know about the mutated fern. I'm going to have to... I'll go into my Pip-Boy there and look at the quest to see where that one is. But, as for the bloatfly gland, there's usually one in between here and Abernathy Farm. It's not a guarantee by any means. It is a random spawn. But more often than not, if I'm traveling between Sanctuary and there, I usually end up coming across one or two. Doesn't look like I'm going to be quite so lucky this time. But if we go this way towards the cabin, that's another area that generally has them. I don't actually know what the hell's up with this. Got Radaway in it though. Take that. Alright, well, anyway. Radstag, that's not useful. That could also mean that that's what spawned instead of a... Oh, now there we go, Bloatfly. Okay, let's see, do I get a gland? Can I find a piece of it? No, Bloatfly meat. Oh, that's fine, there's another one somewhere. Boosh. Oh, it looks like we might get another one. Hey, we got the gland. Oh, got covered in goop again. Okay, so that's the bloatfly gland. We needed that for the scientist lady, right? Data. Okay. Bloatfly gland, and then where's the mutated fern located? Forest Grove Marsh, eh? Alright, well then we won't worry about that one right now. Ugh. Alright. So we'll go turn in these 3 quests. There you go. I guess it doesn't really matter, because you can get, because obviously you can fast travel to Diamond City, which puts you at the entrance, or you can fast travel to the market, which puts you about 10 feet further ahead. Like, hey, Mo!
Hey, it's you. Hey, find any of those baseball items I mentioned?
Sure enough.
Got them all right here.
I like your gumption. Let me take a look. This baseball, it's the real deal. You'd sign one of these and give it to the children of anyone you killed on the field. Look at that card. See those numbers on the back? Tracks the count of enemies beaten to death by the player.
Sure it does.
Check out the leather on that mitt. Really good players use them to catch bullets. True fact there. That's
Catch bullets,
everything
eh?
on the list. Thank you. Far as I'm concerned, you're now a part of baseball collector history.
Wow. I mean, you gotta say, baseball would be much more interesting if anything he said was true, but at the same time, I feel like significantly less people would play it. Less people would I don't know whether or not it would lose viewers, but
Abbott.
You're back. You find that paint?
Wasn't easy, but I found some. Yeah.
Now that's damn fine news. Why don't you go ahead and paint the first stroke? Let's see how the shade matches up.
okay. I wonder, can you paint it
Hey,
a different
Abbott.
color?
That's a good shade of green. The wall sure seems happy with it.
You think that's enough paint to last you?
Should be enough for a good coat or two. That'll have to do for now. There's your payment, and a little bonus for getting the right shade of green. Don't do anything with it I wouldn't do.
I'm glad we did this. The wall is important to a lot of people here, Blue.
Oh, cool. Alright, now I do want to see something here. Okay, so you can paint the wall blue or yellow, but you get less money for doing it. Let's see. Retrieve the paint. Okay, that's weird. Well, whatever.
Abbott.
Means a lot to this city. You helping keep the wall pristine. Don't need to be bothered.
Alright, well, I was hoping to give you the other one, the other paint that I made, but whatever. Anyway, let's head over to the science lab, whatever it's called. Science Center. But apparently it's currently locked, which makes sense. It is nighttime. I mean, I can't really expect them to be open all day, every day. Alright, let's wait. What is it, 5 a.m.? Yeah, we'll go 3 hours. Most stuff in Bethesda games open up at 8. Second Street. Let's see. Yay, the Science Center is open.
Oh, yes. Can I help you?
I got a bloatfly
Yeah,
gland.
I have this bloat fly gland. You asked for it.
Oh, the field trip, of course. Oh, wonderful. Let me just take that. These glands are definitely the product of adaptation to radioactive exposure. Maybe our own insides have adapted as well. Wouldn't that be something? Here's a little reward for my new junior scientist.
Dr. Duff.
There's my junior scientist. Hope you're continuing your own biological fieldwork. Did
That's
you
it?
know in chemistry you should never mix a base into an acidic compound? Lost a few eyebrows that way, I'll tell ya.
Hey, Dr. Duff.
Nuclear power destroyed the world, but without it, Diamond City wouldn't have any electricity.
Alright, well now that I've done that.
Excuse me, Professor Scara?
Dr. Duff handles all the visitors.
Alright,
Bother her.
well let's see. Apparently there's nothing else with him, but I would like to, apparently she's also in Fallout Tactics. Or there's at least another character called Duff in Fallout Tactics. Alright, let's see.
Sorry, very busy
Okay,
with an
apparently
experiment
the
right
Brotherhood
now.
of Steel does
As
something
soon
with
as I
these
remember
guys.
which one it is.
Ah. Oh, I see. So, yeah, when you do
Despite my
the
recommendations, the city allows anyone to use our equipment.
if you do the Brotherhood of Steel quest line, you can recruit Skara there. But that seems to be the only other interaction.
Looks nice.
I know, right? I'm a pro paint mixer, probably because I'm the only person alive who's ever seen one of those machines used before. Actually, mixed paint in real life before. It's fairly boring. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you follow
Diamond
the.
City surplus.
You get the thing you follow. It's like, oh, you need to do this much of this one, this much of this one, and this much of this one, and then that's it. All right. Well, we did 3 quests. It didn't take very long. So I guess we'll clean up in here a little bit. Just move that one. Why is there? Yeah, I guess there is. Also, for stuff like this, like these files, right, in these boxes, I don't know exactly what happens. Because, like, if I were to get rid of the pallet that they were all sitting on first, I'm pretty sure that it would get rid of all those as well. Apparently, there's stuff in there. But, I don't know if you actually get the stuff from it. It's something that you could very easily check, and I could very easily check. I've just never bothered, because it's one of those things where I don't care enough to bother. Like, even right there, I could have checked. Like, I could have seen how much wood we had and whatnot, but it's just, I don't care. But yeah, that didn't take us very long to do those 3 quests. I mean, I wasn't sure how long the hardware, like, I didn't know how big Hardware Town was. I wasn't sure how, I didn't really remember where the baseball cards and that were, because I had been to that location before. I don't much care for the flooring here. I'm not, it's kind of annoying that it is a dirt floor over here. But I feel like we can probably make this place look nice. Don't know what was in that either. Because, I mean, we can make ourselves a nice little bedroom up here. You know, we got a nice Ladder up to the roof, I'm assuming. Oh, that reminds me. Oh yeah, and also as you can see, I don't have any bones or anything, but the stuff that you can build in here is significantly more limited. Because obviously it's an indoor location. There's a lot of stuff that are... This has got to be the stuff that we unlocked, is this stuff here, because I don't recognize like any of this. These I vaguely recognize, but I think they're... Yeah, so I think all of this is the new stuff. Anything else? No, because that's all... Yeah, so this stuff is the new stuff. Oh, but the power thing isn't close enough. What about? There it is. That, that's what we got from our picket fences book. All right. So yeah, we'll end that part there. I want to actually see where the roof comes out. Next part, I don't know what we'll do. I'll look through my quest list here, see which one I decide to go for, and possibly, if I feel like it, but it's unlikely, I might. Oh, got like a nice little patio chair, got the doghouse and everything here. So yeah, you can. I don't know if you can make a supply chain to it, but I know that at the very least.
Common's got some crazy bird living in it, or something.
The old Boston Commons. Crazy bird. Oh, Swan's Pond. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I know what that is. All right. So yeah, we'll end this part here. It wasn't a long part, but that's fine. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week for more.